Hi, good talking to you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to talk about the body.
Yeah, well, now it's the time to talk about some body stuff. So here we are today in our first body talk show. Sivan, how does it feel like to be a body?
Well, I think that's a heavy question to start with, straight to the point. I think that today we're often quite disconnected from our body. Very disconnected. Ooh, controversial. So I'll explain what I mean. I think that the way that society is now, the way that we experience life can often be kind of hard on the body. You can easily slip into forgetting about yourself, and I think that right now actually is a very important moment for me because I'm connecting with my body and getting to know it and being more mindful of it, and it's a really interesting journey, and it's making me realize a lot of things about myself and connect to myself. What do you think about that?
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love hearing this. Well, if that's the case. What can I ask you? It seems like you have no conflicts with your body, right?
Well, I mean, conflicts, like I was saying, it's hard. I think that the hardest question you can ask someone, or that you could ask me, is how do you feel right now in your body? It takes me a really long time to realize, and sometimes, even if you ask me, how do you feel right now, how do you feel about something that's just happened to you, like a shocking thing or a surprise or something that someone says, it takes me a while to process it, and I feel it in my body, like my stomach can hurt, or my shoulders get tense, and then I have to reflect back on it and think, why am I feeling like this? And then start to process it. And I think that, like, it's a journey, connecting things quickly and recognizing that everything's related, that everything's connected. Do you have this kind of experience?
I definitely do, yeah. Yeah, I definitely do. I very much resonate with what you say. I think it's the delay sometimes between how we feel and how we think we feel and how we call it at the end, like what's the story, the final story you tell people about, I don't know, I was going through something. Let's say you have a fight, right? And how would you explain it? Day after, I had a fight. Or maybe it was something else. Maybe it was just a moment to show me something, And if you take all the bad things out of it, like violence or whatever it is that you can call it, then you're just left with the simple thing that life is showing you step by step who you are. You say something.
Life is showing me step by step who you are. Life. I think, no, that is the hardest thing, bridging the gap. And I think, I read that, annoying coffee table book by David Lynch. I really loved it though. What's it called? Catching the Big Fish. And he talks a lot about, transcendental meditation. There we go.
Yeah.
And how through that it helped him connect with himself, and through this connection it helped him realize that everything's the same, that everything's part of a unified field, and it helped him to understand people and deal with them and deal with his everyday life in a much more relaxed and open way. And I've never tried it. I've barely even tried meditation. Something I'd like to try, but I haven't yet. But I really connected to this thing that he said about how everything's the same, and I think the body and the mind are the same thing. They're not separate, but often like we just think of them, or I have for years. I've never actually made a connection between what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, and then sometimes your body can become completely numb and you don't even think about it until you have a serious ache, and you have to go to the doctor and you're like, my shoulder really hurts, and then they do something about it or they give you painkillers, and then it's okay for a few more months and you forget about it until it comes back again. But why does it keep coming back? Why?
It's the repressed body.
The repressed body.
Yeah, keeps coming back and knocking on our door. Yeah, sometimes it's time for the repressed body, it's true. And I also believe exactly as you say, when you go to the doctor, it's an authority figure, right? The doctor, the teacher, the priest, whoever it is that you go to and tells you what to do. They tell you if your shoulders hurt, might be broken. Or they say maybe you have some weird disease. Or maybe they will say to you, you're gonna die in a few months. I don't know. They always say something, and the fact is that only you can know what your body is talking to you. And one of the most interesting things that happened to me in the last few months is that I started to channel a lot. I started to channel to all kinds of beings, like angels, ascended masters, I don't know, dead people, David Bowie. Oh, yeah, he's the man. And it's a skill. It's definitely a skill. It started actually by talking to animals. It started with that, talking to the horses on the farm where I'm living right now. So talking to the horses, and it's now a rumor all over the area. They talk about the weird woman artist that's talking to an animal. So yeah, this is what I do also for a living. I work as a channel. And it's funny because for the last few years I've been channeling my own body constantly, but I barely share it with anybody because I thought it's so weird, nobody understands what do I want to say. Like, is it a metaphor? Is it real? How meaningful it is or it was for my life? Nobody understood because it was just my life. Like each body part is my life. So, and now I started to understand because I channeled them through myself. Okay, that's the first step, and now I've to be able to channel the other things around is just showing that it's what were we talking about before? I forgot. What was it? You have to remind me.
I said some stuff about meditation. I said about the doctor, like that other people that you repress the repressed body. How you could feel something and not realize what it is and what's wrong. But wait, so I'll ask you, unless you remember what you wanted to say.
Okay, kind of, yeah. But that's please.
I wanted to ask further, like you said you work as a medium. I want to know about that, and also more about the talking to animals, if it's like literally talking to them or you feel like you can communicate with them in some way. I felt recently that it's I mean, I think it's obvious that it's true, but like recently I've realized that they totally feel you. Like if you're scared, if you like show up to an animal like this, they're not going to be very nice to you. And if you have to be, if you're completely calm and it's true that you know what they're going to do. Like the other day, I was walking down the street in Tel Aviv and I really needed to like feel something warmth. And there was a cat on the street, and he didn't want anything. He was like, "Go away, go." The cat was like, "I'm busy, go away." I just woke up or something. But anyway, I was like, "No," and like I tried to pet it, and once it really looked at me like, "Come on, I told you," and I did it anyway, and then he scratched me, and it's completely my fault, and I knew it. And the rest of the day, I felt like, I can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is exactly the universe showing you a very simple lesson and a very simple message. Here you go. You see, if you don't, the animal is talking to you. Animals are talking to everybody. Everybody. There are so many things. Everything is talking, right? What is talking? It's not talking. It's some energy. And because we are surrounded with so many things, did you? And I ask this to like in general to people, but do you ever think why is all of this around me right now? Like why? Like for instance, right now I can perceive a wall, I can perceive the speakers, I perceive all of those things in front of me. And why are they here? Why? And they are all here to be either used or to tell us something or to mingle with us and to become, we are one of them, like we are creating one body together, all of us. And this was the first time I spoke to an animal, started like this. Like an animal was in my gaze, it was in my sphere. So, and I felt a certain feeling. It started actually by me being very emotional and feeling very left alone. And walking like this, feeling like, oh, there's nobody I can talk to, and feeling this sadness. All of a sudden I came and I saw these horses, and then from, I don't know, I just said to them, whoa, I wish you could come. I feel so sad. And all of a sudden they came, both of them, one after another, two beautiful, gorgeous, white horses. Carla and Moonshine, I love you! Woo! They probably are not watching me, but anyway.
Maybe.
Yeah, and they thought. So, yeah, and then they came, and then it started the whole thing. I won't go in there because it's like telling you a whole relationship with somebody, you know? It became like a very deep, meaningful relationship where I got to know each one of them, and even knowing things about their life without really seeing their life, you know, I never saw them before. And everything made sense, and it was all showing me that it's possible to have also not only communication with an animal, but a relationship with an animal, or with anybody. Now I'm starting to feel how it's getting wider and wider.
Yes. So, this thing you were saying before about the things surrounding us and that everything is talking to us, what do you think about animism? Do you think that objects have some sort of soul?
No, definitely. I love this concept. Definitely, yes. Yeah. I think so many religions are talking about this. Well, it's not true because many religions are talking exactly against this, and the God can be seen or God is everywhere. It's really a matter of how you want to phrase it. But of course, God is in everything and is in every body, is in everyone. So we are all connected somehow. I don't know why I went there. It's a very general saying. Sorry. Go back.
It's okay. No, but what about, you started saying earlier about we're all bodies, even, you know, the speakers and this cat that scratched me and the horse, but also a plant and also a sofa. So what about this greater whole, this connected body? Do you think there's some sort of a meaning to it? So the things that surround us, are they there for a reason? Do we choose what things are around us? Are they there and we're attracted to certain things, or is it a coincidence? What do you think?
I think we're all part of a big soup. big soup, and we're just swimming inside the soup. And it just depends on how much each being is aware of his own power of free will and power to manifest. So the bigger creator you become as a being, the more you are as a body, and the more you can manipulate the surface to be exactly the way you are. So maybe you're surrounded by so many bodies, and it's unbelievable, all of them are somehow kind of has to do with your world. Or maybe it's exactly the opposite, and you are somewhere feeling that you are in the wrong place, you don't know why you are doing this job, like this environment doesn't fit you, and you really feel like disconnected from everything. And then maybe from time to time something comes into your world, and of course, because we always move on, so things always come in, we are always somehow creating. Even if you're really shut down, you somehow create something for the future, something positive to come in. So even in the moment they do come in, some people, they are just, I don't know, they're not ignoring, but they're also thinking like, wow, I'm so lucky that something saved me or something, not knowing that also this is something they have created. Not only the bad things, they create also the good. They don't understand the power they have, and I think then you are more in a confused world. It's not understanding the bodies around you, how they are connected, and what you can do with them.
That's really interesting. I wonder how you can use this, how people can actually, what do you think about people becoming active agents of their body? Like, from the little bit you told me, it seems for you it was maybe like a sudden thing that came from slow realizations. Maybe you can tell us more. I mean, for me, it's like, maybe I'm going through something similar, maybe it's different, but I'm starting to have a lot more awareness of my body right now. And it's completely the same as becoming more conscious of my life, of what I'm doing, trying to take control and exactly not find myself in a situation where I think this is fine, like you said, you know, in a job or whatever, or it could be anything, it could be an apartment with housemates, it could be even, you know, not eating the right, it could be kind of food, that, whatever, but like just letting things happen and feeling very passive. And then what do you think about how would you say you can make a transition from being passive about your life to becoming more conscious of your body and also your consciousness and the actions that you choose to take?
Well, somebody once gave me a very useful tip. It's really a tip for life. And it goes like this. He said, constantly plant new seeds and never watch them grow. And I think it's very smart because the time we have, each moment has so much potential in it for creation to occur, and it's just a matter of manifestation only. So the more you manifest, the more you are in your imagination creating the best thing you could ever imagine, like not one step forward, because this is really exhausting, going step by step. It's exhausting and it's boring. Why? Like, creation is wise enough to make the path in between. So just creating constantly, and it can start with simple things. What can you wish for? Why not wishing for wishing more? You know? And it goes really fast when you enter those spirals, and everybody knows it. Like, if you get to a moment in your life and you are like, okay, I want to change, and I want to do more. And we all get there from time to time, thanks God. And even though I think some people are just naturally in the flow, I think it can be able to be mastered, just like natural flow of like never coming to the downs, or having those downs being lower and lower, not so extreme. And the more you manifest, the more also things will start to happen. So it's like you are already in a flow of abundance of amazing things around you that you have created, you know, it works. And it gets crazy because the things that I have truly manifested in my life are only new tools to manifest. It's like, it's not about material things I've manifested, because that's easy. Like, you can watch the law of attraction and sit and make down your boards of, I want this house and I want this car, and okay, cool. But it's not about that. This is really boring. It's step by step. The real manifestation is to know that your powers as a creators are infinite. They are actually infinite. Like, you cannot even imagine what you could do in this lifetime. We even, as society, as world, as universe, even cannot imagine what we could do.
But then, what about self-doubt? What about those moments in my own experience? And I hope it's going to change from that. Where it's like, I can get into those moments where like, wow, everything is amazing. I can plant 3,000 seeds and it's great and it's out, there's so much energy and there's power and I'm excited and I'm happy. And then something happens and then I'm like, oh no, it's all wrong. It's like really bad. I don't feel confident in it. Who is this?
Who is this body part? It's a body part, right? It's a body part, right? Who is this body part? Tell me, what's your name, or where are you coming from, or what's your deal, body part? What's going on? Why are you feeling like this?
Okay, it's definitely a body part, yes. So I guess I have to name it right now.
You don't have to.
I don't. It's true. I don't have to. But it's something. It's something. It's something in my head. Or maybe in my stomach, or maybe somewhere in between.
Okay.
And it's something that happens that's like a frightened thing, that's scared to plant a seed because it's scared of what flower will come out.
That's beautiful. To be aware of this means that you are, to know why your body parts behave in a certain way is actually almost one step before realizing it completely. Because this is the key, right? Like, to know where it's coming from. So if this is the only issue, and if it is, I'm sure you can ask your body parts more questions like that, but if this is the real issue, you think you can overcome this fear and just move on, like, to a no doubt space, or you think no doubt is part of who you are?
I hope that it's something I can let go of, or actually, I don't know if it will go away completely, or if it can be, maybe, if I make better friends with my other body parts that are more repressed, then doubt, Mr. Doubt can become like a smaller, a comparatively smaller force, because now it's kind of this evil monster under the bed, and sometimes it sleeps and then sometimes it comes out. And when it comes out, it's frustrating, because when it's gone, it's like, yeah, there's a party here and everything's great, and then one day it just comes back and then makes me question everything. But what if I wanted to talk to my other body parts? How can I do that? How do you talk to yours?
Well, I think in every body, I'm guessing that there is a different complexity and different structure, and that's what I've noticed in people. So, and from doing treatments, that each one of us has a completely different system. So maybe in your world, it will be a world of a family. That's like the main concept. So you will always seek for the mother and father and maybe a brother or something like that. Maybe in some other person's world, it will be the world of communities. So you will always seek for the bigger, I don't know, like different, it's really hard to explain, but we have really different structure. So for one person, it will be always coupling with another person and sharing his visions with, okay, I think I'm a little bit off the subject, but what were we talking about?
How do you talk to your body parts?
So in my case, it started with them talking to me and then talking to one another, and I think it was like this because they all were released in a very crucial moment. I think each body part of us is somehow holding some crucial information, right? That's how it becomes bigger and bigger, because it holds all the information of your being, of your personality in it. So if a body part will be Mr. Doubt, it will be all the times that you ever doubted in your life. So, and when was the first one? I will start there. This is how I started with my body parts. When was the first time Mr. Doubt appeared?
I don't know. It's a heavy one. Mr. Doubts. I'm sure it was a long time ago. A very long time ago. Years ago. But I think it will take a while for it to surface. I'm not sure if I can think of it straight away. But I can definitely answer, no, I can ask about the body parts that you're referring to in yourself. Are they all like literal body parts? Like I've heard you talk about the knee. Is that really the knee? Or are all the body parts consciousness, parts of consciousness? Or is it literally the specific connection to the physical body?
Yeah, some are like this and some are more seen as a whole in sense of a part. And I don't know exactly how to explain in the sense of why the other body parts are so physical. Maybe it was like this in order to show me that they are parts of my own body and not just like weird beings that appeared out of somewhere. But the other body parts, like the nun, she's all of me. She's completely me. I feel her all around my aura. I feel I'm inside her, and she's transparent even. And the same goes, and with the kid is actually the opposite. The kid I really feel it in me. The kid is inside my body, but it's still all of me. It's not just a part. And in that sense, they have also more control than the others somehow. I think they have a lot of control. They are seeing the whole picture. They are being the whole thing. Yeah, now it's confusing me a little bit just to think about it. now I've confused myself.
Okay, well, do you want to ask me something?
I'm just seeing the me in front of my eyes and the saying, you know I'm real. It keeps flashing into my eyes. Like, isn't it on me? But it's true. I guess we all, as much as we can talk about the body, nobody knows the body better than yourself. So, I will think about the things you said today. That's all I can say.
Cool, thanks. But what about when you don't know the body? Like I said.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I feel like. That's exactly how I feel like now. That all of a sudden I don't know the body at all.
Really? Because of what I said, you feel confused?
No, because I feel like even right now, a moment has occurred which is more than a body talk. It was actually a body creation. So in this moment, I need to realize what's being created. But I feel I will think about it and I will know better. But so far, I feel like whatever you can think about the body, it always changes. It changes so fast.
It's like a map of yourself and of your consciousness and of your existence.
Yeah.
Body, come back.
Ooh, body, come back. Yeah, and this is a great opportunity to tell our audience that tonight we have a special show. It's going to call The Enlightened Body Come Back. Yeah. It's going to be a special experiment, a special exposure, a special revelation, all of it live, the comeback of the enlightened body. Woo!
Cool, thank
you. Thank you, Suzanne. It was wonderful to talk to you.
And thank you, it's been fascinating.
Body talk.